Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
Not everyone is satisfied with the standard appearance of their car, as it comes off the assembly line of the car manufacturer. Therefore, many seek to change it, to stand out against the background. All refinements are united under one general concept. This is tuning. And tuning can be visual, affecting the appearance of the car, and technical. Since it is difficult and expensive to refine cars technically, plus not everyone has enough knowledge for this, the main emphasis is made on external refinements. Among the measures for external tuning can be attributed to the installation of a splitter. This is a body element of the car, which has not only visual appeal, but can also affect the behavior of the car. What is used for? Splitter is called an air splitter. It is presented in the form of a so-called skirt or lip. It is installed in the front of the car on the bumper, at the bottom of the structure. This is a flat element, for the production of which plastic, carbon, and other materials are used. The task of the splitter is to reduce aerodynamic resistance during driving. If you go deeper into the essence, it looks like this. The amount of air passing under the hood, due to the hinge structure, is reduced. This helps to improve the drag coefficient. Aerodynamics increases. At the bottom of the bumper, the air is discharged, and this helps to create downforce. It acts from top to bottom. The splitter on the front bumper helps to divert airflow to the sides or upwards through special holes provided in the bumper. With the help of such an element, you can improve the cooling efficiency of the brakes or engine. There are cars on which from the factory provides for the use of splitters. But mostly this component appears as a result of improvements to the machine by the owner himself. Splitter is one of the varieties of spoilers used on cars, and the task it performs is similar, improving aerodynamic characteristics. Although there are variants of tuning, when the installation of the lip is aimed solely at external changes, and the detail does not have a special impact on aerodynamics. Splitters are widespread in the field of sports racing, because here the key role is played not only by the power of the motor. The rules usually stipulate strict restrictions on the power and volume of the internal combustion engine. To surpass the rivals, the emphasis in the design of the car is on aerodynamics. And there's rarely any need for splitters. Before putting a splitter on the car, it is not superfluous to learn about its properties and understand whether it is actually needed. Specifically, in your situation, a short course of aerodynamics. Quite often, the finalization of the car is carried out by blindly copying the favorite solutions. How it will affect the behavior of the car, many car enthusiasts and fans of homemade tuning often do not even think about it. And for nothing. Read also, sealing the bumper of the car with their own hands. Do not hurry to put a splitter on your car without first learning the important points about aerodynamics. To be more precise, it is necessary to tell about aerodynamic resistance. Almost all modern automobile racing is based on it. Aerodynamic resistance is an obstacle to the movement of the car due to oncoming airflows. Air, leaving free space, creates vortexes of lower density than the one the car encounters. Because of vortices, there is a resistance that contributes to the braking of the car, in parallel increasing the load on the front part. That is, it is as if the car is cutting through, punching through the air, which acts as a counterforce and tries to stop the car. To solve such a problem, splitters installed on the bumper are used. With its help, the air currents start moving in the other direction. This protects from disturbing the aerodynamics and prevents braking from oncoming streams. To achieve the desired and correct effect, the splitter should be installed simultaneously on the rear and front bumper. But it is often seen that the splitter is only on one of the bumpers. At high enough speeds, this can have serious consequences. Front installation. First, let's see what happens when the element is installed in the front only. In this situation, downforce will affect only the front of the vehicle. Because of this, the rear wheels will begin to slightly pull away from the ground. The quality of traction with the roadway will be violated, and with traction in front, everything will remain normal. This will have a negative effect on handling and safety. The likelihood of skidding increases. If the car has a building drive, then this will result in reduced power and increased fuel consumption. Installation only in the rear. If you install the splitter only in the rear, then something similar will happen. Only in this case, the traction of the front wheels will deteriorate. If they are driving wheels, it threatens a noticeable change in the behavior of the car. To balance the car, improve downforce and reduce aerodynamic drag. According to all the rules and laws of physics, the elements should be installed on the rear and front buffer at the same time, or do not put them at all. What they are. You can distinguish several varieties of splitters, with which the car is transformed externally and changes its aerodynamic performance. In addition to the division into front and rear, they are usually classified by the materials used in production. Metal. Nowadays, fully metal splitters are practically not used. Only some elements of the splitter are made of aluminum or steel. This is mainly the blade. Silicone. It is used relatively recently. It is not afraid of heat, is characterized by plasticity and long service life. ABS plastic. One of the most popular materials. But the more artificial impurities in the composition, the shorter the service life of the part. Fiberglass. Affordable material with a strong fiberglass mesh inside the structure. In mass production are rare because of the low benefit to the manufacturer. Carbon fiberglass, aka carbon fiber. An expensive material that is actively used for tuning elite cars, sports cars, and racing cars. Read also, how to install in the car switch mass battery if you do not count metal. Almost all materials can be used in self-tuning. Installation. To improve and enhance your car, it is quite acceptable to install the splitter independently. This will require a steady hand, a set of tools and consumables, as well as the aerodynamic element itself. The installation process consists of several consecutive stages. The first step is to purchase the correct item for your vehicle. Be sure to try on the part. Make sure that everything is precisely adjusted to the size and level. Make sure that the lip fits tightly, there are no misalignments or gaps. Thoroughly clean the bumper of the car from dirt. Perform degreasing. An ordinary soap solution will do. It is also recommended to remove the factory lacquer from the bumper, which will provide a better connection between the parts. The varnish is removed only at the joint. Using sealant without primer, apply carefully the line of connection of parts. A very convenient material for such tasks. Apply primer and then primer to the surfaces to be bonded. A layer of sealant is applied to the aerodynamic part. Excess should be removed with a trowel or rags. There is no need to try to rub the residue into the voids. Bumper and splitter tightly press each other and leave for about 20 minutes. At the bottom of the skirt edge can be fixed with a couple of self-tapping screws, and at the top with Scotch tape. It takes about 24 hours to fully set. When forming seams, a silicone transparent sealant is used. Having completed the installation of one splitter, install the second one by analogy. Work in a draft-free environment, in dry weather, and at a temperature of about 20 degrees Celsius. If you are not confident in your own abilities, you can contact a proven tuning studio for installation. But it will cost much more expensive than self-installation. In conclusion, a splitter is an essential component for enhancing your vehicle's aerodynamics and improving its overall performance. By redirecting airflow, it helps increase downforce, which can lead to better handling and stability at higher speeds. Installing a splitter may seem daunting, but with the right tools and guidance, it can be a straightforward process. Remember to choose a splitter that suits your car's design and your driving needs. With the proper installation, you'll not only elevate your vehicle's aesthetics, but also its performance on the road. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this guide helpful.